I want to tell you a story about an 81-year-old man. An 81-year-old man with two kids raising his daughter's child, and he is also widowed. They have no food. A lot of times when something happens in our circle, one of our friends, they don't have any money for this, for a doctor bill or something, they don't have any money. It's really a lie. What they mean is they don't have any money in their budget that they're willing to spend. All of our friends have a savings. Some have this, some have this. They have something. So in our circle, when someone says, "Oh, we don't have any money," or "I don't have any money," we don't have any money. They just mean it's not in their budget. So in that way, it's a lie. I understand what they're saying, but see how the difference in class and culture and different poverty levels, or middle class or upper class or what have you. See, they don't have any money. So what I'm saying is, when this man says, "I don't have any money," you know what that means? It means he doesn't have a dollar. $1. He has nothing. See? Not only that, so when he said, "Courtney, we don't have any food." Any. You know what that means? It means outside of the water that's running because it's free right now, his bills paid, the water's free. It means he has absolutely nothing. That's what that means. He said, "Courtney, I don't have anything." I said, wait a second. Look, you still have your mind. You still have your health. You still have opportunity. You have to think like you're never out of options. There's always something you can do. You might not know, but you need to start calling. You need to start researching online. You need to start finding out what's possible. And so he said, "Yeah." And I said, "Hey, if you got a question or something, I will help you along the way. You're going to have to do it for yourself. But if you have a question about something or anything, I will help you along the way." See, this is sad in a way, because all these pastors, all these friends of mine, all these people, they keep making all these excuses. And here this, 81-year-old man is. See, he can read and write better than me, by the way. 100%, no doubt. And so he knows how to use the internet. He goes online. He looks at one of these programs. And he's talked to me like, "You know what? I wish I could apply for this so I can get a free grant, but I don't own a business." I said, "But hey," I'm going to use a different name. I say, hey, Manuel, didn't you sell your tools online last month before this crisis happened?" He says, "Yeah, I did. Why?" And then I said, "Manuel, didn't you sell your work shirts because you're no longer able to work? Didn't you sell them?" I said, "Yeah." Didn't like a month ago you also sold, like some kitchen, like a diner kitchen set? Didn't you do that as well?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "That's a form of transaction. See, what you're doing is you've been selling stuff online. So how about we go out on the limb and submit that information?" He says, "I don't think this is what it means." I said, "Here's the thing. We're not going to lie about anything. We're just going to tell the truth, and we'll let them decide. Okay?" So he said, "Yeah." He says, "But I don't even have a business name. I don't even have a business employee EIN, an employee identification number as a business." I said, "I'm not saying you have to. You have a social. Put in your social. He says, "Okay, that makes sense." He said, "Yeah." And then he started to understand. We started to read the rules and find out for ourselves, instead of letting everyone tell us, "Oh, this is what this means and this is what this means," and stop listening to television. And we started applying the information we found out on our own. And then it only asks 11 questions, like I've been telling everybody online. A lot of people apply for this and they don't even know. And you know what? They want money, but they don't even care enough to actually take any action. But this 81-year-old man did. Okay. One of the 11 questions that they asked was, "How many employees do you have?" He put just one himself. I said, wait, wait, wait. Who helps you put this stuff online? He said, she's like my daughter. I said, okay, there's another one. And I said, wait, wait, wait. Who helps her with the transportation of this? He doesn't have a car. I said, that's also an employee. He said, but Courtney, how is that employee? I feel like I'm lying. I said, no, well, here's the thing. See, you just put that you have volunteers, and you have 3 volunteers. See, an employee can mean a lot of different things depending on the nature of your business. See, so think of an employer as how many helpers do you have with this? And then right here where it says, in this paragraph where you can explain, you want to be 100% honest and just say, hey, look, I have these volunteer employees. These are their names. This is what they do. And go from there. See, we're telling nothing but the truth, and we're going to let them decide. He says, okay, I don't know about any of this. This is over my head. But he does it, and he submits it. Food banks all across this nation, ladies and gentlemen, are out of food. See, there's people standing in line 6 hours. There's cars, rows of cars, 2, 3, 4 miles long. See, with people just waiting for free food. See? And they're going to get a little piece of this and a little piece of that and some bread and a little piece of this. And, $22 worth of food later, here you go and feed your family of 6. See? But that's what time it is. See? You're able to work at home? That's great. See? That is good. That I am glad for you. But here's the thing. In another month, you probably won't. You know why? Because your employer is going to have no more customers. See? People are coming together, but not enough people. See? And not enough people are using their resources. See? And not enough people are going on YouTube. I told you, YouTube is the most powerful tool we have. There's people that read everything and share everything and have all the links to show you. There's attorneys sharing everything. There's just people that are just hungry for knowledge, sharing all that they know. And you can go and verify what they said. They can at least give you a good lead. Even if you disagree with everything. See, now you know one side, now it's time to find out the other side. You can go from there. I think it was a girl on American Idol. They said, where did you learn how to sing? She won the whole thing. She said, YouTube. Man. Just people sharing information. People here, there, in between, educated, not people that know how to hustle. See, and it's free. And what are you doing? Making excuses. And this 81-year-old man 3 weeks ago, you know what he did? He called me crying. He said, Courtney, I don't even know how to thank you. He said, you saved us. See, he's buying beans, he's buying rice, he's buying things that are economical, that are going to last them. See, one of his kids, he's 81, one of his kids, is a grown man, but, they all got laid off. So they're a family living in the same house. I'm telling you guys, if someone in your family is renting and someone in your family is owning a home and they want to keep that home, I'm telling you, you guys the best thing to do is be under one roof, one home, and put all your resources together. See, when the financials come out for this next quarter, you're going to see the stock market fall a little bit, and it's just going to be a different time because people don't know how bad it is. The unemployment rate is over 14%. It's actually, the realistic rate is higher than that. And that's just the name I just came up with. What I'm saying is the unemployment rate is not counting people that have worked full-time for the last year, for the last 2, 3, 4 years. They're full-time employees, but now they're part-time. See, the unemployment rate doesn't count that number of people that are experiencing that. You know how many people that is? See, that's over 15, 20%. I guarantee, I don't know the exact number because it's not reported, but just looking at businesses, what they're doing is they're downsizing. So even if they're working at home, they have something that's been deemed essential, outside of a government worker. See, what's going on with these people Maybe they work at an auto body shop, a mechanic shop, or a cleaners, or they're essential by definition and qualification. They work at a furniture store, that sells refrigerators. See, all these people are essential, and that's good. They're still hanging on their job, but what I'm saying is their full time went from part time. See, and it's going to keep continuing. So I'm telling you, this is a good time to team up with your family and your bills. If you want, this is also a good time to renegotiate every single bill you have. Renegotiate your internet, renegotiate your rent. See, rents have gone up for the last 4 years. It's skyrocketed across the nation. It's not just a northern Nevada or a western Nevada or Nevada issue. It's a human being issue, really. It's ridiculous. It's people taking advantage of other people. See, and it's like a bully. Sometimes you just have to hit that bully in the mouth until they stop. And that's what's going on right now. I'm praying that this renter strike be successful, because they're printing money. They could easily solve this like that. If this renter strike puts on enough pressure. But what I'm saying is, this is the time where you take action and map out a plan of what you're going to do. Even if you're able to go back to work, we're going to go back home again. And so this time you need to have a better plan. See? The plan could include something like this. Here's a tip. How can you have the decision makers deem your business or where you work? How can you and your boss, how can you guys have your workplace be deemed essential? Maybe it's something simple as selling a couple of candy bars, selling a food item. Maybe something simple as that. Because liquor stores are open. A lot of different places are open. You're like, how are you guys? Furniture stores are open, and there's only one or two appliances. There's only one or two things. There's only there's under a 2%, a 5 to 2% thing that deem them essential, where they can do the 95, 98, 99% of the other thing in their business. See, you can do the same thing. See? You say, hey, yeah, I know this is a gym, but we also sell food. Yeah, I know this is a gym, but right now we're, don't get me wrong. You have to be creative, and you have to present it the right way. This isn't going to be handed to you, but it's possible is what I'm saying. So, you say, yeah, this is a gym, this is a place, but you know what I'm doing? You know what? Right now it's also a shelter. I'm letting someone live here. See, there's all kinds of ways where you can help someone else, help your business, and make some money. You just have to be more creative. You have to outthink it. This is all a mind game. You have to outthink it. See? And don't make excuses for yourself. This is the time for that. But I just wanted to share that little story about that 81-year-old man, see? Because, I know at least 46 people on my Facebook that should have did the same thing he did, but they didn't do it, see? No excuses.